Alright, so I'm gonna be completely honest here. I just my games are currently unplayable on Roblox for the people who have been playing my games and actively enjoy them for the past how many years? Like, I think it's 4 or 5 years at this point. And how many games have I made that people have played? People have like game jam games, including that. I've won like 2 game jams, placed top 10 in like 2 of them. There were just like so many games I made. I have made 24 Roblox games, each of them different from the last. I have made Barn Fight 1 and 2, 2 being an improvement from the second one, and probably one of my best games I've ever made. Land Beyond, I still want to finish updating that. It has a huge update that has been updated for over a year. It's so much potential, but I can't reach it. There's games like One Shot, which not that kind of one-shot game, but it was a 1v1 game. It's just like a 1v1 game where it's just like a one-shot, one kill. Grenade Battle, I made that on my birthday. Fight a player, you can put in any player you want as a boss fight. Fight it. Gear Battlegrounds, literally just me trying to fix Roblox gears because of my passion for it. And then there's like game jam games like Integer Survival, Shattered, Dark Path, and like those games are good. I also have the game Super Stick, that one was also really fun. And there's also like games I just made for the fun of it. Simulator, literally a joke on it's just a joke simulator game because of how popular they were at the time. I made a game for an inside joke called Happy Birthday Alex. I made a game that is so hard that it's just like I just made it because it was just like, wow, man, that would be funny. There's so many games I made, and all of them are unplayable by the people that have like found my games and have been enjoying them for so long. Because Roblox just suddenly decided to add another publishing requirement that makes games like mine, that don't even get that many visits to begin with, impossible to reach out, and impossible for me and the people who enjoy my games to play them. My community, at most, is around like 80-something people who have at least played Barn Fight 2 at the very least. A lot of them have also played my other games, and they enjoy them. I've made friends because of my games. They found my games and really enjoy them. I built a community over the many years. It's very small, yes, but like, at least they were able to play my games and enjoy them. Now, because of the age verification and specific groups bullshit thing, most of them aren't age verified. Because the kinds of players who play games like mine aren't age verified. And because of that, none of them can play my games. Because originally Roblox was just like, you need Roblox Plus to keep your games published. And I met all the other requirements because I was ID age verified. The only reason why I ID age verified myself is so I could put a video of a Withered Foxy jump scare in one of my games as a setting. That's the only reason. And because of that, I beat all the requirements. Good for me. So I was like, okay, now all my games will be available to everyone, so I don't have to worry about it. Then they add another requirement, an alternative way to pay for it because, you know, it's fair, but they added another requirement, like I mentioned before. Now I keep on talking about this new requirement and how it's ruining my game. My games. What is this requirement? This requirement, you need 500 age-verified users who are over the age of 16 who are also, quote-unquote, highly engaged to be playing your game within the past month. And then you might think, okay, well, now that I have that, I'm fine, right? No. You need 100 of those people to continue playing your games throughout the months to come, or else it'll be age restricted once more. And it's just stupid, because this is supposed to encourage better games to be on the platform. It's supposed to discourage, low-effort games from managing to make it to the front page and come into existence in the first place. That's fair. But most of the people who would be of age to play my games anyways aren't age verified. A lot of people don't like this age verification bullshit that's been happening, especially with the AI face estimation. No one likes that. No one wants to give up their information so then they could just do things on the internet. Well, most people don't. Some people are fine with that, but a lot of people aren't. And it kind of just brings me to this point where I'm just like, 24 games, unplayable by the people who are actually interested in them, and actually gave my games a little bit more attention. It's sad to see. There's still people who can play my games, but it's never gonna be enough to keep all my games available. There's no way 500 people are gonna go out of their way to play my games enough, all my games by the way, to where they're all available. Because even then, even if it's not one of my good games, even if it's one of my bad games, I would still prefer it to stay up for people to try it, people to play it, people to enjoy it. But it's just, that's just not gonna happen. And I think it's a simple solution to allow people to keep on making games on this platform and new developers to make games is to simply remove that requirement or make it another optional one if you don't want to pay at all. That is the best solution. Or not the best. The best solution is just to remove the new publishing requirements completely. But that is a solution that Roblox can do. Or just remove that specific requirement. And, like, it's just so... I've seen so many people complain about this change. And Roblox hasn't addressed it at all. It's like, once they release an update, they won't change it at all. They won't go back, they won't try to improve it. It's just there now. They don't do anything with it. And that's what I'm worried about with this. So I'm going to give them a few months. For the future of my games, I'm going to give them a few months. It's going to come down to a few options I have. One of them is to just do the usual. You know, not do the usual, but like do something that I pretty much planned exactly how I wanted to do for like years and years since I've started making games. If I end up quitting Roblox development, which might be what the first option is, I will uncopy lock all my games so that everyone else has a chance to pick up where I left off. That's how I would quit at least development on Roblox. And I would fully move on to Unity and publish games on Steam 100% instead. The other thing is, this one's a bit risky, because there's a lot of things that could go wrong when trying to do this, especially when it comes to data stores. Combine all my games into one game where anyone can access it. So, if enough people of the age group play my games, it could be any of my games, it just has to be through that game will get enough attention, and it doesn't matter what games they're playing, it will get enough attention to where anyone can play it. That is a solution, but it's still very risky, because I don't have the reach to get that many people to begin with. Despite my subscriber count, everyone who's subscribed isn't subscribed for the same stuff. I know, big surprise. And if it comes down to and then the third thing that could happen, which isn't really my choice, is I won't have to do any of these two, and Roblox will do the right thing to allow games like mine to still be available to everyone. Like the solutions I gave earlier. And I'm going to give them a few months before I decide to make a decision. Or I might wait till next year. Depends. Because Roblox, despite having to make these changes, because they said themselves that they pretty much don't have a choice, they can still do things to make it better. It's not like they're locked to specifically doing this one requirement. They can go back on it. There's nothing stopping them from doing that. But judging by some of the updates they've been releasing recently, and if we just ignore the AI stuff like we usually do, because they just release that so that their stocks can go up. If we just ignore that AI stuff, we ignore all the safety bullshit they've been doing. The updates they have been releasing have been helpful for developers. They've been releasing stuff like, let me pull up the dev forums real quick. The dev forums that I do not like checking to begin with, but you know I have to get up to date on this bullshit. They've been trying to do like UI styling, stuff like that, to make, games UI a lot more easier to work with. They've been improving the scaling when you import meshes into Roblox Studio. This is something I've noticed when I've been making some like tower defense game. I'll probably show some footage of that. It's unreleased right now, but multiple use of that. I'm probably not going to be releasing it, depending on what happens. The Roblox Plus, by itself, if we don't include the publishing stuff, like I said, it's good. It's a good improvement for premium. They've been doing, like, UI shadows in individual corners. That is amazing. You can make really cool UI with that now. There's been, like, some changes here and there that have been, like, really good. And they've been starting to pick up on those a little bit more. They've been increasing DevX rate on those very specific. They still did it. They still did it. And, despite all of that, we can't... What's the point if no one's going to be making games anymore on Roblox? Now, for me, no matter what happens at the end of the day with Roblox, I will still be focusing on posting games to Steam, because one of my games on Roblox, Shattered, it's a game that I made for a game jam, and it won the game jam. And probably one of the better games I have made in general. And there's still chapter 2 and 3 I want to make for that, and the alternate levels for that. But I was looking at it and seeing where Roblox was going originally, and you probably saw the video of progress on it already, but I want to port this game to Steam as a full Steam release using Unity, and hopefully support Steam Deck as well, because I have a Steam Deck and that would be nice. But despite all that, either way, eventually I'm going to release stuff to Steam, because that's just better for my future. And to anybody at Roblox who could be watching this video, anybody who could, like, communicate this with Roblox in some way, we need to let them know that this new requirement, the 500 player requirement, is going to kill so many games on the platform. It's going to cause so much damage for people who are actively trying to find these kinds of games, and people who want to make these kinds of games. You will still be able to play most of the games that people are already playing and are already established on Roblox. Like, the games that I play, Blocktails, TDX, Combat Initiation, those games, they're going to be around. They will meet the requirements. But most developers who want to get to that point in the first place, they won't be able to. And because of that, we're going to be losing so many people who want to make games. We're going to be losing so many people who want to play these games because of the new restrictions on players. There's no, like... Roblox is not benefiting at all from this one requirement. They didn't have to do that. And honestly, I just don't want to see the games that I've made for the small group of people become unplayable. I don't want to see game jams become impossible on Roblox now, because you need to pay, they need to be popular for people to even play them. Yeah, that's something I forgot to bring up. Game jams, they're going to be impossible on Roblox for normal people. So game jams aren't even going to be a thing anymore. Game jams sometimes bring out some of the cooler games. So, Roblox, if you please. I've been playing games on this platform since like 2017. I've made 24 games for this platform. For people to enjoy, for people to play. And people can't play them. The people who know about them, the people who want to play them, can't play them. And that's just sad to see. So please, do what is right. Do what will let people make what they've always wanted to make. Because you just ruined a lot of people's careers with this.